I used to be a stammerer. I couldn't even speak my name properly. Today I'm a public speaker, but for almost 17 years I was afraid to go on stage. Holding a mic and speaking in front of an audience was next to impossible. Have a look at this. This is me, speaking in front of a large audience. I still feel nervous before going on stage, but you know what? I've learned to conquer my fear. When I reflect back on my journey, I have figured out what made it happen. It stopped me in the past to realize my full potential, and the same thing is stopping you. And that is your comfort zone. In this video, I'm going to share a few techniques that helped me in breaking my comfort zone, and I hope they will help you too. Before we dive into the tricks and techniques, I want you to do a small activity with me. Take a pen and a paper. So I have my pen and paper ready. Draw a circle on it. Draw a circle on it. And write down all the habits you dislike about yourself. It can be procrastinating, it can be social media addiction, it can be overeating, or it can be poor time management. Write them inside the circle. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. Next, write down things you would like to accomplish but are not able to. It can be speaking fluent English, delivering a speech on a stage, or maybe starting your own business, or maybe starting a side hustle. Could be anything. Mention them outside the circle. I'll give you some time to think and then write down everything. Take your time. Take your time. Think for a while and write it down. Maybe a couple of it right now and a few afterwards. Done? If yes, write down done in the comment section that yes, you're done with it. Now, look at it carefully. You have almost all the pointers that are stopping you from becoming who you want to be. You are stuck inside the circle. Do you see that? To break it down, you are in your comfort zone and you have become so comfortable that it's becoming hard for you to change yourself. But let me tell you a harsh reality, that comfort zones are dead zones. It struck me hard when I read it. This thought helped me in getting ahead in life. I shared my story at the beginning of the video that I wasn't a confident speaker, but I worked on it. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. So what is the first step? The first step that I took was to identify my comfort zone. The bad habits that you wrote in your notepad are your comfort zone. Your mindset towards a few things can be your comfort zone. Think for a while. For example, I had this mindset that if I went on stage, I would make a fool out of myself. I would never be able to speak in front of people. I don't have the courage. All mindset. So take out time to think about the things that make you feel comfortable and the things that make you feel uncomfortable. Do that. This will help you identify the boundaries of your comfort zone and give you a sense of what you need to work on. My transformational journey began when I identified this pattern. I'll share a few techniques that helped me. So the first technique is gradual exposure. Gradually exposing yourself to the things that makes you uncomfortable can help you build up your tolerance and confidence. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, you might start by speaking in front of a small group of friends. You can then gradually work on your way up to larger audiences. To overcome my stage fright, I began participating in college events more often. Imagine you're a boy who feels shy when he talks to a girl. So next time you see a girl, you have to go and talk to her. Tell me, what possibly could happen? Think for a while. She will not reply. But that's not the end of the world, right? If you're afraid to talk when you have to speak in English, no worries. Switch to your mother tongue in between, but speak at least. If you want to pursue photography, but kya kare? Abba nahi manenge. Let me give you an interesting challenge, okay? Click one picture every day. You don't need to go out to some fancy place to do it. Find something interesting around you, maybe insects, maybe flowers, maybe anything. Create an Instagram page and post there every day, putting captions as day 1, day 2, day 3, and so on. I can guarantee you, this will not only give you confidence, but also help you in building a portfolio. If you're able to grow a substantial following through your page, maybe Abba maan jaye. Remember, if you want to accomplish something in life, push 1% every day and see the results. The next technique is a little more challenging than the last one, but if you can pull this off, believe me, you can gain a tremendous amount of confidence. And that's solo traveling. I was a shy and reserved person and did not open up easily. I have a hard time adjusting to a completely different environment and with new people. So in order to make myself more confident and understand myself truly, I started going on solo trips. Let me share with you my first solo trip journey. So as a solo traveler, I once visited New Delhi. Now when you go on a solo trip, you feel nervous and excited at the same time. And I had the same feelings. I was not familiar with the surroundings much and I was kind of alone. I had to figure out my own way, and as soon as I reached the hostel, I had to plan my day to visit places. I got help from the receptionist, and then an interesting thing happened. I met two boys and they started the conversation asking me, where are you from? What are you planning to see today? And I told them, I am still figuring it out. Then they said, we are going for an old city tour, which is happening this evening. Would you like to join and come along with us? To which I agreed. I said, yeah. So instead of visiting the location alone, as it was expensive to take an auto or a cab for yourself, you see how the place is, I went along with them. And I gelled with them so well that we ended up exploring the city together. We ate together, we listened to each other's stories, and then after I came back, I felt more confident about traveling alone, talking to strangers, and I realized that I'm capable of figuring my way out. And that's important. Do at least one solo trip in your lifetime. It can be anywhere. If you cannot travel alone, go alone to a restaurant or maybe a hotel. Talk to the receptionist or the manager. Ask them that, you know what, you wish to organize a college farewell party or maybe an office function there for a gathering of maybe 100 people, and they'll be interested. And then you ask them that what are the possible arrangements and so on and so forth. I know this sounds crazy, but try it. Stepping out of your comfort zone by traveling somewhere alone will help you gain confidence to take on the world. Given you are entering the unknown, it will offer opportunities to learn how to face various types of scenarios. Yes. The next one is to find role models. I surround myself with people who excel at things that I want to do. For me, when I started my content creation journey, I want to make everything perfect, the perfect camera, the perfect light, the perfect setup, everything. As they say, the perfect moment never comes. While preparing myself for the content world, I was introduced to Gary Vee. Now, all those who don't know who is Gary, he's a content creator and one of my inspirations for creating content. He once said that ideas are nothing, execution is the game. It made me realize that I was only creating ideas, but not actually working on them. And that's when I started creating content. So instead of giving excuses, I pushed myself. Surrounding yourself with people who have done something, who you want to be like, they will help you push your boundaries. Okay, let me know in the comment what you want to be and who is your role model. Think for a while that who is that person who is your role model and whom do you want to be like? And comment and let me know. Would love to know who is your inspiration. The last technique is visualization. Visualizing yourself successfully completing the task or activity that makes you uncomfortable can help you build confidence and motivation. Close your eyes and imagine yourself successfully accomplishing a task and focus on the positive feelings and thoughts you have about it. Do that. I used to visualize myself standing on the stage, holding a mic, thousands of people sitting in front of me, and I'm sharing my life story. Oh God, it was such a beautiful feeling. Honestly, I imagined what I would say at that moment. I felt positive and energetic afterwards. Let me tell you, your thoughts are very powerful. Thoughts become things. So visualize wisely. The idea of visualizing will surely help you push yourself and get out of your comfort zone. Remember, it's okay. It's okay to be uncomfortable when you're trying something new. It's all a part of the learning and growth process. Just try to embrace the challenge and have fun with it. Now, I have a special surprise for you. And I would like to share a poem, You Start Dying Slowly. Some say it was written by Pablo Neruda, and some say it is by Brazilian writer Martha Medeiros. That's a story for another day. I don't know. It is in foreign language, so I'm sharing the Hindi version. And this Hindi version of this poem is curated by Nilesh Mishra and his team under the Poetry Project. I'll share the video link in the description as well for you to refer. Now, this poem reflects that life is simple if we listen to our voices that come from within and believe in ourselves. And it goes something like this.
जो बन जाते हैं आदत के गुलाम, चलते रहे हैं हर रोज उन्हीं राहों पर, बदलती नहीं जिनकी कभी रफ्तार, जो अपने कपड़ों का रंग बदलने का जोखिम नहीं उठाते और बात नहीं करते अनजान लोगों से, वो मरते हैं धीमी मौत। जो रहते हैं दूर आवेगों से, भाती है जिन्हें स्याही उजाले से ज्यादा, जिनका मैं बेदखल कर देता है उन भावनाओं को जो चमक भरती है तुम्हारी आंखों में, उबासियों को मुस्कान में बदल देती हैं, गलतियों और दुखों से उभरती हैं हृदय को, वे मरते हैं धीमी मौत। जो उलट पुलट नहीं देते सब कुछ, जब काम हो जाए बोझिल और उबाऊ, किसी सपने के पीछे भागने की खातिर चल नहीं पड़ते अनजान राहों पर, जो जिंदगी में कभी एक बार भी समझदारी भरी सलाह से बचकर भागते नहीं, वे मरते हैं धीमी मौत। जो निकलते नहीं यात्राओं पर, जो पढ़ते नहीं सुनते संगीत, ढूंढ नहीं पाते अपने भीतर की लय, वे मरते हैं धीमी मौत। जो खत्म कर डालते हैं खुद अपने प्रेम को, थामते नहीं मदद के लिए बढ़ते हाथ, जिनके लिए बीतते हैं अपनी बदकिस्मती या कभी ना रुकने वाली बारिश की शिकायतों में, वे मरते हैं धीमी मौत। जो कोई परियोजना शुरू करने के पहले ही छोड़ जाते हैं, अपरिचित विषयों के बारे में पूछते नहीं सवाल और चुप रहते हैं उन चीज़ों के बारे में पूछने पर जिन्हें वे जानते नहीं, वे मरते हैं धीमी मौत। किश्तों में मरते चले जाने से बचना है तो याद रखना होगा हमेशा कि जिंदा रहने के लिए काफ़ी नहीं बस सांस लेते रहना, कि एक प्रज्वल धैर्य ही ले जाएगा हमें एक जज्वाल्यमान सुख की ओर।
I hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed sharing this with you. Share this video with a friend who you think needs to hear this. Let's build a community together to help each other grow. Till then, stay awesome, stay productive.